Holy Child School. And KROBO Girls Senior High School. Let's meet the contestants. St. Margaret Mary Senior High School. St. Margaret Mary Senior High School is represented by
Abigail Ashley, final year.
Aseduma, final year.
You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, fine.
Wonderful. We are in the quarterfinals.
Yes.
What does that feel like?
We are happy to be here.
Happy?
Yes.
How about your level of excitement?
Oh,
We are
yeah.
in the excited state.
That's great. Good to know that you've left the ground state.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. What are we expecting this contest?
Okay. All our hope in God is founded. So that is what you should expect.
All right. Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
KROBO Girls Senior High School. KROBO Girls Senior High School is represented by
Obin Opokwajima in my final year.
Harriet Fiago, final year.
You're welcome, ladies.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
We are
Yeah,
fine.
good, by God's grace.
Wonderful. Quarterfinals. What does that mean to you?
I know it's the greatest feeling we've ever had in our life.
Really, already? Well, that's good to know. And so this contest, what shall we expect?
Okay, we will do our best and we know God will do the rest.
All right, best wishes to you. Holy Child School. Holy Child School is represented by
Kezia Peko, Form 3.
Akosiatima Ochre, Aqua Form 3.
You're welcome, ladies. How are you doing?
Very fine.
Wonderful. What does the quarterfinal mean to you?
A whole lot.
A whole lot, like
We can't actually describe how much this means to us.
undescribable. All right. And so the contest, what to expect?
By the grace of God, we are going far. Expect the best, and we know by the grace of God, we are going to progress to the next level.
All right. Best wishes to you. So we've met the contestants. For a change, we have how many young ladies? 5 young ladies and 1 gentleman. It's normally the other way around. Anyway, should be an interesting contest. Before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from GCB Bank, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, Lancaster University, Ghana, Academic City College, West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, WACBIB, Awake Purified Drinking Water, GTP, MFA Jewelry, and Hottie Makeup. The mentorship sessions are sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans and RMG Ghana, and SciTech Fair 2018 was sponsored by Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, and Talo Ghana Limited. Our media sponsors are City FM and Joy News. This is a primetime production. My name is Elsie Fakofman. I'm your quiz mistress. Contestants, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts. The questions are simple and direct. I'm expecting simple and direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, a bonus point. If it's wrong, there's a penalty, 1 point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds. All questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. First set of questions will require about 30 seconds of time. I have a preamble to all schools, after which I'll come to you, KROBO girls. The preamble. Find the equation of the tangent to the given curve at the point on the curve with the given x value. I hope you got your preamble. All right. So, KROBO girls, y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3 at the point with x is equal to 1. Yes, Jemima.
The equation of the tangent is y is equal to 2 minus 2x.
Yes. With the same preamble, same Margaret Mary. Y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 2 at the point where x is equal to 0. Mark.
Y plus 6x minus 2 is equal to 0.
Yes. Holy Child, with the same preamble. Y is equal to the expression 3x minus 2 all squared at the point with x is equal to 1. Yes, Akosia.
We have the equation of the tangent to be y is equal to 6x minus 5.
Yes. Next set, 10 seconds. KROBO girls, which hormone causes dilation of blood vessels, increased oxygen consumption, and glycogenesis? Harriet.
Madam, please, we have the aldosterone.
No, that's incorrect for a bonus. Yes, Akosia.
Glucagon.
No. I'm going to hold on to the answer for a moment. Say Margaret Mary.
Glucagon.
All right. So say Margaret Mary. Which hormone is needed most during emergency situations? Yes, Mark?
Adrenaline.
You're right. Holy Child, toxic agents present in food which interfere with thyroxine synthesis lead to the development of what condition? Yes, Akosia?
Goiter.
Yes. All right, so the answer to your question is adrenaline. Adrenaline or epinephrine, same thing. Ten seconds. KROBO girls, name any 3 types of fossil fuel. Any 3. Yes, Harriet.
Madam, please, we have
Natural gas.
organic compounds like methane. We have natural gas,
And then we have
and we have
somebody has spoken
NH3.
1. The 1 is for the natural gas. Others are petroleum, coal, or liquefied petroleum gas, LPG. Say, Margaret Mary, Coke is not a natural product like coal or petroleum. How is Coke obtained? Yes, Abigail.
Since coke contains only carbon, we can obtain it from graphite.
No, that's incorrect for a bonus. This is one of the dangerous questions. I was afraid of what answer I was going to get. Get answers like Coca-Cola comes from the Coke factory. Anyway, but I think you understood what the Coke is, right? All right. So Coke is obtained by destructive distillation of coal or when coal is heated in the absence of air. That's how to obtain it. All right. Holy child, what is charcoal? Yes, Kezia.
Charcoal is a carbon compound obtained from burning wood.
No, I can't accept that. For a bonus. Oh, is the black stuff that the people sell in the market? No, that's not the formal answer. So charcoal is a porous form of carbon obtained by destructive distillation of wood or plant material, or by heating wood or plant material in the absence of air. So you see the people digging pits and then putting the wood in there and then burning without oxygen. They are doing destructive distillation. So much chemistry. Are you impressed? Yeah. Okay, so that's charcoal. All right, next set, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. At a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, the density of water is 1.0 times 10 to the power 3 kilogram per meter cubed. The surface tension of water is 0.073 Newton per meter. And the contact angle between water and glass is 0 degrees. The local acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. I hope you got the preamble. Again, at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, the density of water is 1.0 times 10 to the power 3 kilogram per meter cubed. The surface tension of water is 0.073 Newton per meter, and the contact angle between water and glass is 0 degrees. The local acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. Now your question, KROBO girls. Find the height of water in a long capillary tube of inside diameter 2.0 millimeter, one end of which is immersed in water and the other is open to the atmosphere. Yes, Harriet.
Please, Madam, we have 0.05 meters.
That's incorrect. For a bonus, the right answer is 15 millimeters or 0.015 meters. With the same preamble, say Margaret Mary. Find the inside diameter of a capillary tube, open at both ends, in which water rises to a height of 25 millimeters. Yes, Abigail.
0.035 Newton.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 1.2 millimeters. Holy Child School, with the same preamble, find the height to which water rises in a capillary tube of inside diameter 0.40 millimeters, one end of which is immersed in water and the other is open to the atmosphere. Akosia.
6.3 millimeters.
That's incorrect. Which of you, please? Mark.
30 millimeters.
No. The right answer is 74 millimeters. Next, 30 seconds with a short preamble. Well, with a preamble, 30 seconds. Given f of x is equal to 2x minus 3, and g of x is equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2, evaluate. You got it? Again. Given f of x is equal to 2x minus 3, and g of x is equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2, evaluate. KROBO girls, f of g of 2. Jemima.
F of g of 2 is equal to negative 3.
Yes. Say Margaret Mary, g of f of 2. Abigail.
0.
Yes. F of g of 3. Yes, Kezia?
1.
Yes. Ten seconds. How does species diversity change as succession occurs? Yes, Harriet.
As succession occurs, that is when it's from one stage to another, species become, there are more complex species along. It starts with a simple species to complex species as succession goes up.
I can't accept that. For bonus. Yes, Mark.
Species diversity increases.
Yes, that's all. Your major question. Why do ecological niches exist? Yes, Abigail.
This is because the presence of an organism in an ecosystem or an environment affects, its activities affect the environment. So, since niches is how the organism affects its environment, it occurs.
No, for a bonus. Oh dear. They exist because they reduce competition. If the organisms are occupying different niches, they don't need to compete with each other. All right. Holy Child, what is species diversity? Yes, Akosia.
Species diversity refers to the different number of different organisms, or the different organisms existing in a particular habitat at a time.
I can't accept that for a bonus. Is the number of species, not any type of organisms, the number of species present in an ecosystem. 10 seconds. One of the postulates of the kinetic theory states that gaseous particles move in straight lines in all directions at various speeds. What is the major implication of this on the behavior of gases? Yes, Harriet.
Random motion. Madam, please, this means that if they move in random motion, that means that they collide with themselves. They collide with themselves to produce reactions. That they move randomly in constant random motion.
No, for a bonus. All right. The implication on the behavior of gases is that the pressure of a gas in a container is uniform throughout the volume, since the gaseous particles are moving in all directions. So uniform pressure throughout the whole container. All right. Say Margaret Mary. Another postulate of the kinetic theory states that when gaseous particles collide with one another, the collisions are elastic. How is this manifested in the behavior of gases? Yes, Abigail.
Their kinetic energy is conserved, and yes.
And so? Okay, I'll give you one. I'm reluctant to give you the one, but I'll give you one. Okay, so if the collisions were not elastic, the gases will lose kinetic energy. on collision. So when they collide with each other, like you said, the kinetic energy is maintained. They don't lose energy. But the fact that the gaseous sample is in an insulator container maintains its pressure means that the collisions are elastic. So you should have linked it to the pressure, right? So the pressure doesn't go down with time because the kinetic energy of the particles, the kinetic energy is maintained. Okay. All right, Holy Child School. Another postulate of the kinetic theory states that the forces of attraction or repulsion between two gaseous particles are negligible except when they collide. How is this shown in the behavior of gases? Yes, Kezia.
The pressure is constant, and so the force of attraction between them is negligible unless they come together, unless they collide.
Can't accept that for a bonus. Okay. So if the forces were great, the gaseous particles will not be able to move in straight lines and speeds will alter, you see. So the pressure of the gas will diminish even if its temperature is kept constant. That's what would happen. Next 30 seconds and I have a preamble to all schools. The first few energy levels of a trapped charge particle are 0.040 electron volts, 0.16 electron volts, 0.36 electron volts, 0.64 electron volts, and 1.0 electron volts. Did you get that? Again. The first few energy levels of a trapped charge particle are 0.040 electron volts, 0.16 electron volts, 0.36 electron volts, 0.64 electron volts, and 1.0 electron volts. All right, so now your question, KROBO girls. Find the energy of the photon emitted when the particle makes a transition from the second excited state to the ground state. Yes, Jemima?
We have 0.32 electron volts.
You're right. With the same preamble, find the energy of the photon emitted when the particle makes a transition from the second excited state to the first excited state. Yes, Abigail?
0.36 electron volts.
That's incorrect. Yes, Harriet?
We have 0.20 electron volts.
Yes. With the same preamble, find the energy of the photon the particle absorbs when it makes a transition from the first excited state to the fourth excited state. Yes, Akosia?
Negative 0.84 electron volts, or the energy absorbed is 0.84 electron volts.
Okay. Preamble to all schools. A circle has a radius of length 20 centimeters. Find the distance from the center to a chord of length. I hope you got that. Again, a circle has a radius of length 20 centimeters. Find the distance from the center to a chord of length. All right, so 24 centimeters. Yes, Jemima.
I have 25 centimeters.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 16 centimeters. With the same preamble, St. Margaret Mary, 30 centimeters. Abigail.
Madam, 15 centimeters.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 5√7 centimeters. With the same preamble, 32 centimeters. Kezia.
21.3 centimeters.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 12 centimeters. Next set, 10 seconds. KROBO girls. A group of cows were exposed to the animal form of smallpox, known as cowpox, and did not show small boils all over the body, which is the dramatic symptom of affected cows. Their resistance to the disease was provided by which type of immunity? Yes, Jemima?
Resistive immunity.
That's incorrect. For bonus. I'm going to hold on to the answer for a moment. St. Margaret Mary. A baby receives antibodies from its mother that protect it from certain diseases. These antibodies are produced in the mother and passed to the baby through the umbilical cord. Which type of immunity is this? Yes, Abigail?
Artificial passive immunity. Passive.
No. For bonus. I'm holding on. Holy child. In bone marrow transplantation, a bone marrow is transplanted from many cells from the immune system of one person into another person. What type of immunity will a transplant recipient be experiencing if he becomes resistant to a disease after transplantation? Yes, Akosia?
Innate immunity.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. Okay. So now, the description I gave you, the cows, that is active immunity. The description I gave you about the baby receiving antibodies from the parent, the mother through the umbilical cord, that's passive not artificial. Passive immunity. And then the transplantation, that is active immunity. Next 30 seconds. Ethanolamine is a weak organic base with pKb 4.50. Calculate the approximate pH of its 0.100 mole per decimeter cubed aqueous solution and give your answer to 2 places of decimal. Jemima. Go ahead.
The pH is 11.25.
Yes. Shall I carry on?
Wait, what was the other one?
There's somebody on my... .15, pKa2 7.20, pKa3 12.38. Calculate the pH of 0.100 mole per decimeter cube solution of Na2HPO4. State any assumptions made and give your answer to 2 places of decimal. Yes, Abigail.
The pH is 1.58, and the pK used was the first pK, which was 2.15, because the others couldn't hold since they do not specify for an acid pK.
That's incorrect, for a bonus. All right. So pKa3 will be used. The first 2 dissociations will not contribute much to the pH of the Na2HPO4. Okay? So the pH actually is 6.69. Holy Child School. 100 centimeter cubed of 0.100 NaCl are added to 400 centimeter cubed of 0.125 mole per decimeter cubed HCl solution, and the 2 solutions mixed thoroughly. Calculate the pH of the resultant solution. Please give your answer to 1 place of decimal. For bonus. The right answer is 1.0. Last set of questions for the round, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. The thermal conductivity of a type of glass is 1.00 watt per meter Kelvin. That's a preamble. Now, KROBO girls, find the heat current through a window of width 0.80 meters and height 0.0, no, let me try this again, of width 0.80 meter and height 0.30 meter with a glass panel of thickness 5 millimeters when the temperature in the room is 20 degrees Celsius and the temperature outside is 30 degrees Celsius. Yes, Jemima.
We have 4.8 kilojoules.
No, that's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 480 watts. St. Margaret Mary, with the same preamble, find the heat current through a window of width 0.80 meter and height 1.0 meter with a glass panel of thickness 5.0 millimeters when the temperature in the room is 20 degrees Celsius and the temperature outside is 30 degrees Celsius. Abigail.
400 watts.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 1,600 watts. Last question, Holy Child School. With the same preamble, find the heat current through a window of width 0.80 meter and height 0.40 meter with a glass panel of thickness 4.0 millimeters when the temperature in the room is 20 degrees Celsius and the temperature outside is 30 degrees Celsius. Yes, Kezia?
6,400 watts.
That's incorrect. For bonus. Yes, which of you, please? Harriet.
We have 800 watts.
You're right. And that's the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, St. Margaret Mary Senior High School has 10 points. Holy Child School has 11 points. KROBO Girls Senior High School has 15 points. We can do better. Let's work even harder. 4 more rounds. Round 2. This round is also known as the speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell? St. Margaret Mary. Thank you. Yours, KROBO Girls. Thank you. And yours, Holy Child School. Thank you. If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. If you attempt to answer a question and you are unable to do so, you lose a precious point. For questions requiring calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds to present that answer. Best wishes, everyone. First set of questions, 30 seconds each. First one. Safura is cruising one afternoon at 15 meters per second when she hears the 0.74 kilohertz siren sound of an ambulance, which is speeding at 30 meters per second to a hospital several kilometers behind her. What frequency does she perceive after the ambulance passes her if the speed of sound that afternoon is 340 meters per second? The right answer is 0.65 kilohertz. Next. 2 sound sources facing each other directly and 0.80 meters apart emit directional waves towards each other as they are driven by the same 2.0 kilohertz signal. The speed of sound in the surrounding medium is 640 meters per second. Find the distance from the center of the arrangement to the first node. Oh, 0.08 meter. Next one. A goalkeeper kicks a regulation soccer ball such that the ball takes off at 15 degrees to the horizontal and lands 35 meters from him. How far from the goalkeeper does the same ball land if he gives it the same initial speed as before, but the ball takes off at 30 degrees to the horizontal? 61 meters. Is it your strategy to ignore the questions? Next set, 10 seconds. Why are liverworts and mosses described as amphibians of the plant world? Which of you? Yes, Akosia.
Liverworts and mosses are described as amphibians of the plant world because they require water or a watery medium for fertilization to occur. Thus, they survive mostly in moist environments, and they can also survive with, in fairly dry conditions or fairly dry environments.
I can't accept. Nobody wants this. All right, so listen. The liverworts and mosses, like amphibians, are only partially adapted to live on land. This is the part that was missing. Their bodies easily lose water. So they still rely on water. And then, in addition to that, for sexual reproduction, which you mentioned. For the speed race question, it must be perfect. Next one. What is the most likely diet of an animal with sharp shearing incisors? Yes, which of you, please? Akosia?
Herbs or plants.
Okay. The rest of it was shearing incisors in the front of the mouth and flat grinding molars in the back, and it's a herbivorous diet. Next one. In the absence of selective reabsorption, what will happen to an individual? Which of you, please? Abigail.
The individual will lose essential nutrients such as proteins, such as proteins, glucose, since
I'm not accepting it. Oh. It's simply dehydration. They will become dehydrated. Dehydration. All right, next set. Calculate the moles of oxygen gas required for complete combustion of 2-octanone. Hmm. 11.5. Next one, 30 seconds. Anhydrous magnesium chloride can be obtained by heating a mixture of powdered magnesium trioxocarbonate 4 and coke and passing chlorine over the heated mixture. State the fate of MgCO3 in the mixture before the reaction with Cl2 takes place. Please give a balanced equation for the formation of the magnesium chloride. The fate of the MgCO3 is that it decomposes to give MgO and CO2, and the balanced equation, MgO plus C plus Cl2 going to MgCl2 plus CO. People, this is not feeling like a speed race. Revive yourselves. Should I ask you to do some jumping jacks? All right, next one, 30 seconds. State the type or types of reaction that take place in the formation of MgCl2. Explain your answer. The equation is as follows. MgO plus C plus Cl2 goes to MgCl2 plus CO. All right. So we have two redox reactions, and the explanation is best given by giving you the equation. So the first redox reaction is MgO plus C going to Mg plus CO. And then the second one is Mg plus Cl2 going to MgCl2. Last set of questions. $30 each. First one. Find an expression for dy dx given the implicit equation 3x squared plus 2xy minus 3y squared is equal to 18. Yes, Akosia.
dy dx is equal to negative into brackets 6x plus 2y all over 2x minus 6y, which is equal to negative 3x plus y, which is equal to negative into bracket 3x plus y.
I'm moving on. Yes. Which of you? Abigail.
dy dx is equal to 3x plus y divided by 3y plus x.
No. Yes, Jemima.
dy dx is equal to 3x plus y all over x minus 3y.
No. Okay, so the answer, and then you all figure out where your problems were. Negative of the expression 3x plus y all over the expression x minus 3y. You were closest, but you can't ring and then be continuing your calculation, giving me the various steps as you go along. That's not how it works. All right. Next one. Solve the quadratic inequality. 2x squared plus x minus 6 is less than 0. Which of you, please? Yes, Jemima.
Okay, we have negative 2 is less than x, less than 3 over 2.
Yes. Last question. Express the mixed fraction 15 5/8 raised to the power 2/3 as a rational number in simplest form. Yes. Which of you? Kezia.
From wear and tear for longer lasting performance and makes your vehicle feel pampered. Made for diesel and super engines. Remember, after every 15,000 kilometers of enjoying your ride, service your engine with Goil synthetic oil.
Goil, you're champion. That's why I, Azuma Nelson, 3 times world boxing champion and a patriot, always choose Goil.
Ashene Pankasa. Goil, good energy.
I can conveniently pay for my utility bills, my son's Cartoon Network on DSTV, and renew my internet services package. I can securely send my sweet mother her monthly allowance by simply transferring funds from my bond account into hers. I can also pay the gardener through any of the mobile money platforms available. I can verify if the check to the vendor has cleared. Now let me guess my sister is here at time so I can peacefully go back to sleep. With Bond Mobile app, you can do your banking anywhere. Download the Bond Mobile app on Apple Play Store or Google Play Store today. Bond, your success, our passion.
Please keep them covered. Don't turn over until I ask you to. Don't begin until I ask you to. After that highly strategic speed race, St. Margaret Mary Senior High School has 10 points. Holy Child School has 11 points. KROBO Girls Senior High School has 17 points. Round 3. This round has the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 3 minutes in which you can compose an answer to the problem of the day. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Please put your pens down. Now let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. The distances to perigee and apogee of an artificial satellite in low Earth orbit are 6.68 times 10 to the power 6 meters and 7.80 times 10 to the power 6 meters. Take the Earth mass to be big M, which is equal to 6.00 times 10 to the power 24 kilogram. 1. Estimate the maximum orbital speed of the satellite to 2 significant figures. 2. Determine the ellipticity of the orbit. And 3. Determine the semi-major axis of the orbit. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. Please stop writing and present your answers. Ready. Contestants, please pick up your notepads and present your answers on the board as you have them here. No, I can have it here. Thank you. What is this? It's not part of it.